Taking a trade here in Alcoa, AA. Picked it up here off the lows of the day. The SPY just fell off pretty hard. It caught a trend line going back till Monday. Got a nice bounce on it here on the spider. Looking for a dime here on this Alcoa trade. Picked it up at 14.34. Got a sell order already sitting there waiting at 44. Right up in this range. And see how long this one takes. The Alcoa is it's been a really good stock the past month or so. Been really scalping it an awful lot, catching 10 cents out of it here and there. And I usually just use 10-cent bracket orders on it. And I'm thinking that we quite possibly put in the lows for today on the SPY. Had a pretty steep sell-off. We fell from about 118.10 to what was this low here? 117.15. So it was almost a 1-point pullback on the SPY. I'm sitting in a lot of other stuff as scalps. Sitting in some RIM. Bought some Google calls, Amazon, Apple, PSA. I'm still long. Almost getting ready to get stopped out of PSA. And we'll see how this trade develops here. We've got a pretty steep downward trend line on the SPY. I'll bring that over. Nice down channel. The green line you guys see here is yesterday's highs. With the 50-period moving average on top of us, the 20. And the market got very weak on us. The euro completely fell apart with some comments about the Greece situation, the wild card, all that good jazz. Now, it looks like this Echo is definitely going to try to push out of this. Be nice to see some volume come into this. It had a lot of volume there to dump it finally to the lows. And SPY's got its pivot back. 20-period short-term moving average, downtrend line, yesterday's highs, and the 50 coming down on top. We can break up through all this. We can go getting and recovering some of this drop on the spider here. Alright, revisiting back to this Alcoa trade. I had paused this video for a little while. And on the Alcoa, the sell order's already in at 14.44. We're getting a nice push on the spider right now. We should get this. We're pushing through all of this resistance, a downward trend line on the SPY. The 20-period moving average, the 50, and yesterday's highs. We've got the 200-day moving average overhead. And we're getting a nice little rip on this Alcoa. It pulled back there briefly and lost 14.30 for a second, but it's recovering nice. And market's pushing pretty good here. A lot of the trades that we're in are looking really good. Whoa, my Google calls just exploded. Coming back to this Alcoa trade video that I'm doing. Got a lot of selling in the SPY. SPY started to pop back up again. Some selling going in here into the last half hour of the day. I went ahead and grabbed another 10K of this right here, 14.23. I've got my average at 14.28. So we'll see if we can't turn this into at least a flat trade at least. Lowered the sell order down to 14.38 to try to get the same dime. We'll see how it happens with this. Just want to go ahead and finish up this video here. We've had a lot of selling pressure in the market since we entered this Alcoa trade. Added to it once down in this area, and it's fallen even harder. I'm going to go ahead and take this home. I'm holding 20,000 shares of this Alcoa at 14.28. Going to hold this overnight, and definitely do an update tomorrow on what happened with the trade. I smell a little bit of a bear trap here in the market. This power selling here at the end of the day, and we'll leave it at that. We'll see what happens. I'll let this video just run out. It's about 20 seconds left on it. See how this Alcoa finishes on its own.